Hello, hello, everybody. All right. Trying to see how this looks. I had to change up some stuff because I don't think it's going to look great, but there's not a whole lot I can do on that right now. Because for whatever reason, it wouldn't work under a different encoder setting, possibly because of my GPU. I don't know. Either way, I just kind of have to deal, right? Anyway, let's see. Gotta get this cable out of my way. What a nightmare. So anyway, what I'm going to be working on is patterns. It's just making a few. It probably won't take me too terribly long, so I'm not going to be here for a long time. Just a little bit here and there, right? Let's see. Where is that pattern? Because I've got a friend that has something they want me to make for them, and so I'm gonna do a little bit different than what they showed me, but that's fine. You know, a little bit of accoutrements here and there. Oh, 70. Let's go to 80. 80 by 80. That should be plenty. Create chart. I use Stitch Fiddle to make my patterns. It just makes life a lot easier. Start right here in the center. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need to change up some of these. Black. Black is night. Single spaced. I'm not sure how much I like the font that they have, but that's one of those things. I want to see how it looks and go from there. It's triple spaced for new words. Let's see. It's not going to be centered, but that's fine. I can recenter it later. Uh, How many spaces from top to bottom? Only two. It's actually really tight. Oh shit. Come on. Really tight stitch. I could probably go with some prettier fonts. Maybe. What the hell is that? My neighbors are banging around, making lots of noise. Whatever. This is stuff like this is super easy. Uh, because I'm just taking it directly from the image, and it's pretty clear cut, and it's a pretty simple font too. So it's gonna have a lot of stuff added to it. See, it's chemical that lines up with the top. But I have two different things that I need to make patterns for. Actually, really three. But this one is my next primary project. The other stuff is just side stuff I've been working on for a while. Now, I do get a lot of features on Stitch Fiddle that is primarily, it's super useful because it does have a free version, but you're limited on the number of patterns, you're limited on some of the features. So if you do a lot of stitching and make a lot of patterns, I do recommend actually buying it because it's pretty cheap. It's like 30 bucks for a year. It's not like super mega cheap, but it's cheap enough. See here, I just erase it all. Here we go. Oops. Do 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 do. Aha, it's a half stitch. It's interesting to see them with half stitches on modern patterns. A lot of modern patterns don't have it as much for some reason. Another half stitch. Boop. What? Hold on. Let me zoom in. Zoop. What did I do wrong? Why did I do that? See, you get so in the zone that you stop focusing. No. Fuck. Hold on. All right. Whole stitch, black. There we go. There we go. Shit, I don't know what I'm doing. 2, 3. I do like that when I'm stitching too, where I'm just like, and then I miscount. The worst part is when you don't realize it till like way after. Let me zoom out for a second. I can, oh, where's this? There's the select button. And then I can actually move this, which is a premium feature. Actually, I need to move it up just a hair. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I could probably find some free music or something too. Give me just a moment. trying to think what the name of I'm trying to think of like I remember there was some examples of public domain stuff on YouTube. That's again that's one of the problems with the way YouTube is that it doesn't matter if it says public domain, that doesn't mean it's public domain, and you will get flagged because I actually have had that happen before. Um, like something that I had learned one day about the way licensing works is 100%. It does not matter if it's free, and or if it doesn't matter if the piece is public domain, if the performance isn't. So if you're stupid, you'll get flagged for it because they're like, the the Dandelion Philharmonic Orchestra played this in 1978, and that is actually still owned by Sedimentary Record Company. So you can't do that. Sorry, and shit like that. It's infuriating. Um, I understand why. I understand that there's this where they're like, well, if I make a performance, I don't want someone to rip off my performance just because the piece is public domain. It's like, okay, but again, it just goes into it just goes into one of those things. I didn't mean for that to do that. So that's what I'm trying to figure out is something that might be good. Nah, knocking stuff over. It's probably better just for me to talk. So yeah, this is going to be the stitch. As you can see, it's a little... Hmm. It lines up. It mostly lines up on one side. Hmm. Hmm. Oh well. So let's see. Where are my images? Where are my images? But don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. What am I doing here? I'm trying to get... Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a border around it. And what better way to create a border than with Dr. Mario? Where the hell is Restream? There we go. Let's see now. I won't be able to see chat for a minute while I look at this. So, let's see. Now this is the problem, is trying to figure out what color I should pick. Then again, this is just to make the pattern. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be one that I am married to. So I just pick the devil's color. 666. So that's the dimension of the pill as it is in the game, just by the pixels alone. So you see, it's kind of large. So if I make a border out of it, it's going to be huge. Like it's going to take up more than this. So typically what I do at this point is I try to downscale it. See, I didn't even do it right either. This is supposed to be, you know, so I have to figure out a way to downscale it, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess I could have looked at the thing because it's 15 minus 2, so 13, right? By 7. What if I do, let's do 7. How about that? Ugh. Because it has to be odd, because the center has to be black, right? Let's start with yellow. That's much more reasonable. But instead of having a little glare, you could just fill that in. Maybe what we could do is make it one shorter. Make like a little pillet, a little pill. What do you think about that? Might be okay. Try to squint my eyes, see what I think of it. Let's see. Move. So we'll like set it right there, right? What's the next color? We could do blue and red. Yeah, that blue is actually perfect. Let's give it 2 spaces. And then let's try yellow and blue. How about that? 2 spaces. Hmm. Hmm. See, now I'm kind of not sure. It's okay. What I have to do is go through my stitching folder. Because I've got a folder that is the wrong folder. That's the wrong external drive. Time to go through my other one. Let's see now. Because I've got an entire folder full of stitching stuff. Stitching. I've got alphabets up the wazoo. Let's see, that's black work. Memes. Uh, Findings? Oh, that's stuff I found. See, that's the problem is I have to also remember why I called something something. Let's see. This is gonna take a minute. I think this is all just stuff that's like pop culture stuff. So it might not even include anything that's relevant. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should probably say what I'm gonna do around it, right? So we're gonna do the pills around it, but then at the bottom, because it says over for you hoes, I'm gonna actually have like a hoe and like a rake or something, pickaxe, I don't know. Of course, I've got a couple sources I can use for that. Hmm. God, I have a lot of patterns. That's the problem, is trying to go through them all and figure out what has what I'm looking for. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. I just have to refine it for me so that I can appreciate it fully as a work of art. God, I got a lot of cool shit in here. See, that's the downside is you see a lot of patterns and you're like, oh, I should make something with that. And then you're like, I don't have time because I've got 15,000 other things to do. Mm, I could have swore I had something having to do with medication in here. Wait, wait. Oh, it actually uses pills like literally just like this, except without the little black line in them. Wow. Exact same dimensions minus the black line. Okay. Let me take another quick little look here. Look, see what I got going on. 'Cause maybe I don't know. I kind of like, well, no, I don't know. Wait, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna put a line border around each of them. You know, forget, I forget. I can't think of it right now. But that, like a single stitch border that goes around it. Let me widen this up so I can look at more at once. Hmm. Well, that's the best option. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead is let's take this yellow and go do that. Take this white, destroy that, and then instead take, I mean, I could do half stitches. Half stitches in red, please.
Oh no.
I don't think I like that too much. I'll just leave it like this. Instead, do lines. I'm gonna do lines in the bathroom.
No.
So it doesn't look bad at all. I have to think on whether or not I want to do the half stitches, but I don't think I do. Uh, oops. Wrong one. Just gonna clear out all that. Because see, overall, there's hmm. I could probably also add green to the color too. Because it doesn't have to be the exact colors.
No.
Also, sometimes I do this, like I'll use it, basically use the patterns. The patterns that I put on here aren't always, they don't always have to be specific, to what I'm going to do. Sometimes I just kind of do it off the cuff like that, you know, and I formulate a solid pattern later on. Green, red, and this needs to be yellow. Like the one I'm doing for triple triad is not, the pattern isn't really set. It's kind of, because I kind of wing it on the fabric itself. I'll probably eventually make a proper pattern, but not anytime soon. There we go. Let's see, and then red, green. I may choose a different color green because it's too close to the yellow, I think. It's kind of jarring. And I think I can use this to make a junction for it. So with this, I have 12 different pill designs. I wonder if I could put the hose at the bottom. Put them on the side. I think I'm going to keep it with the period. Or should I? That's a good question. It makes it be it makes it be a little bit more proper, but it might be better if it just leaves it open-ended like that. And this is also something else that I like to do. I like to sort of mark the parameters and stuff so that I can properly get it centered and organized. Because I realized when I did my conversation with Curtis one, it's actually not it's not centered perfectly. Because when I made the pattern, I messed something up very slightly. But I'll let you guys figure that out. Yep. Of course, that's the other one of the other downsides when you have something that's an odd number of spaces away from like any kind of border or edge. You have that to where it's going to be uneven. You just kind of have to deal with that rather than letting it worry you too much. It's only one stitch. So then once I know the border, because the thing that's going to be is putting these in the right place. So the question is, I wonder if I'm going to have to repeat any of these. I think so then. But I want to kind of have it semi-randomized. I could also add in the ones that are the same color and then not have to randomize it at all, you know? But I don't know. I think they have more of a pill look if they have the different colors instead of the same color on both sides. I don't know. Let me try this out. Oh boy, I can't believe I did that. See? So I wonder if anybody was just staring at that and going, you idiot. Alright, so what's next? We'll do this one then. Copy. And paste. And that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So I could double space each of the pills. Check this out. Single space against the grape. That's what I'm going to call it, the grape. Ah, look at that. Now that's looking good right there. Of course, what I might do is pick out specifically which pills I have in a random order by using like a random number generator. because I feel like kind of as a human, it's hard to get it in a way that's satisfyingly random. Of course, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Hmm. I don't want to have too many blues at a short period of time. So let's go with red green. How about that? And then yellow red. How about that?
Oh.
Hmm. Let me think. I haven't done yellow as a secondary, so let's do blue yellow. How about that? Oops. Blue, yellow. Heck yeah. And then how about blue green then? I did that for sure. See, now we're running into a different issue because I can't fit another one of these right here. However, it is different. So let's try this. All right. I don't think I like that too well. Let me think. Let's see. Shit. Well, then I should try to do this. Single space it on the side. Then do this. Move. I think I like that a lot better. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Actually, now that, because I kind of like this border right here, I could actually turn that into some sort of, turn that into an actual border. Like I could actually do twin lines, which would look pretty cool. Actually, I think that that's not a bad idea. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually 13 in total, so I will have to have one repeat pill, as it were. Interesting. Okay. So what ones have I not done? Have I done yellow and red, done green and blue, then red and blue, then red, then blue, yellow and green. Haven't done yellow and blue. So let's do that. Okay, so next I've done yellow and green, red, yellow and blue. Okay, so I've done green and blue. Haven't done green and red. So haven't done green and yellow. I haven't. Just a second. So I will do green and yellow, but I don't want to do it immediately after green and red. So okay, so green and yellow. So next we got blue and red, blue and yellow, blue and green. Okay. Then we got red and blue. I haven't used red and yellow. I haven't done red and green either. It's because I did yellow and red right here. Interesting. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll do red and yellow. So red and yellow, red and green, red and blue, blue and red, blue and yellow, blue and green, green and red, green and blue, green and yellow, and then yellow and red, yellow and green, yellow and blue. Look at that right there. With yellow and red being the only one repeated. I wonder if that'd be too busy. I don't know. It looks fine, I guess. Actually, yeah, that gives it a lot of charm. Hell yeah. So let me see. Let's see. Now, one thing I was thinking about, you know, there's always the classic. There's always the Minecraft, right? See, where's brown? 3263. That's pine. 3777 is fine. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skipped. We'll just use this for the hoe part of it. What is on my freaking mouse pad? It's like a speck of something on my mouse pad. It's driving me crazy. It's probably, yeah, it's probably that. I did that wrong. Ooh, yeah, I did that way wrong. Let's just erase all that. Let's pretend that never happened. Goes up like that. Over, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then there's like the rest of this, which is like something like this. See, there's the Minecraft hoe. And I don't mean a hoe in Minecraft. I mean a a hoe. I don't mean a hoe as in a hoe. I mean a hoe as in the tool in Minecraft. Um, but you see, it's kind of large. I don't know how much I like that. So let's see. There's also Stardew Valley. Let's see. Stardew Valley also has a hoe. So let's see, edit. This is like Iridium or something, but I'm gonna wing it. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Boom. Hmm. Two, there, there. 2, 3. I'm running out of space. I need to move this shit. Fuck. I am out of space. Let's move this there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, 3. And then I need to do that top part.
Oh my god.
And then we'll just do this for the blade again. So you see, I've got two hoe designs. Of course, I'd probably want to flip one, you know, because I kind of want them pointing inward. So I guess this one I would like that. Just set that right there for now. And then let's see. Trying to get this very as tight as I can so I can move it in there.
Bitch.
Might have to adjust the sprite a little bit, but pretty much something like that. Actually, that gives me an idea on the hose part of it, because we were also thinking of like hose, like a water hose. I could turn this instead of like I could do like I'm saying the dual line border and make it kind of like a water hose that goes around it. Or is that too much? It might be too much of an idea. Gives me an idea. I don't know if there's any sprites of a garden hose. That's a good question. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just gonna clear that out real quick. I think I'm gonna go over this with them and see what they think. Time to retitle it. Come on, going balance. Boom. Because that's actually good progress. Let's see. Well, let's open a new chart, shall we? Not my charts. Where is the dog? As you can see, here's another chart that I've been working on. It's a dog. Give me just a second. I gotta go get the pattern book I'm trying to copy it out of. I tried all these random lines are because I tried to do it by hand, and I am 100% no good at touchscreens. I hate touchscreens. So, I'll be right back. All right. Check how this is going. Okay, it all looks fine. Okie dokie. Let's get started on this one. So this is going to be a poodle. So first things first is I'm trying to copy it from the book as much as I can. Let's start off by copying it from the book as much as I can. It's got to be modified slightly because it's actually for a toy poodle. I think if I cut off one section from the legs, from each of the sections of the legs, so 2 in total, it'll look more toy. So let's see. It's like, is that what that is supposed to be? That's one of the downsides. Sometimes these old books are really hard to tell what they're trying to tell you to do.
Shit.
Well, this is as old as me in '87, so it's not super old. It's just an antique at this point. Okay. An extra line right there. Give me that line. way. Oh, don't do that to me. Come on. Okay, how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, two, three.
Fuck, bitch.
Three. Yeah,
This shit.
exactly. Exactly. Then click across from this, we do 1, 2, and 3. And one down.
Too hard.
1, 2, 3. Well, you are playing with a blindfold, so it's kind of expected, isn't it?
This shit.
It's gonna be all right. 1, 2, 3. Down 1. Over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Over, down. 1, 2, 3. Angle. Over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see. Back to this one, I guess. Okay, so there. I need to be whole. There we go. What the hell? Stop that telephone. I'm even using the same symbol system as the pattern. Just because it makes that way easier to... Ah! Yeah, exactly. Then an S for right here. Skip 1 and then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. These I need to have S 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Because basically the first thing that I'm doing is I'm making the dog based copying the pattern exactly. Then I'm going to be customizing it because it requires a little customization. So let's see, all of this, all of that. It does have a fill tool, but I'm not going to use it. See, that's even with that. That goes up 2. That goes up 2. Then this goes 1, 2, 3. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 right there. I think that's actually got a half stitch in another color. So I'm going to do that. Do half stitch in this. Up here. What's that half stitch? think it's S. I'm gonna assume it's S because it's right next to S, I guess. I don't freaking know. I think it's supposed to be an I, but I'm not gonna press it. Alright, some more lines. I'm gonna make some more lines here. Over 1, up 2, over 1, up. Over, down, over. 2. And down 2. And diagonal 2. Then it's gotta go over. Connect with that. Okay, so there's gonna be a black hole for the nose. A, and I'm assuming that's an A half stitch, so. And all the rest of these are this. Oh yeah, there's also an A stitch down here. Here we go. So now you just need to finish filling in the lines. This thing's got a lot of back stitching. A lot of old, wrong color. A lot of old patterns do love back stitching. And actually back stitches around this whole thing, which is kind of weird because it pretty much makes that eye impossible to see. That's going to go all the way down. It's going to go. Oof. Neck by leaning this much. Gonna do 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then below the A, there's gonna be that and that. And then there's, there we go. Next, there's gonna be these two, and that one. And I find I'm gonna find it a lot easier if I'm making the pattern than trying to do it on the fly. It almost always is. You can cross stitch on the fly. I don't necessarily recommend it because you'll be making whenever you do make a mistake, it's very time consuming to fix it. There we go. Look at that. So here's what I'm gonna do. Copy. And paste. Oh, hey. Now. And boom. Look at that. Okay. Now, before I go any further, let me figure out what font I'm going to use for the names. I could use a different font than I did the other one. The other one I used all cursive font, but here I want to use a serif font. Not that one, that's too fancy. I don't want anything that overshadows the work. And nothing too gothic either. This book's got some good ones, but it doesn't have what I'm looking for. You can't see it, but I'm flipping through. That one's too basic. I just wonder, is this what painters and stuff go through? Where they're looking at stuff and they're constantly going, no, not that. Time to go through my folder of alphabets. It's not my folder of alphabets. For some reason, my folder shut down. Here we go. Extra large icons. Let's see what I got. I don't think Japanese will behoove it. Oh, this is a good simple one. I like this. Because I don't want to be too complicated. I just want to be simple. So we got 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. And the I it's double spaced. Thank you, like that font. Awesome. I don't know the name of the other dog, so I'm going to have to just... Oops. Let's fix that. Let's undo that so I don't have to... There we go. No, don't do that. Don't do that, me. So let's see. And here's a shortcut when using this tool. You could delete an entire row. Just one. I'll have to fix some of that, but that's fine. I think overall that works pretty good. Let's compare them. I think that works really well. Hell yeah. I should have waited to copy it. Copy. Oops. Clear. Let's try to think. Did they just have stuff on their tails? I think they only had like dot on their tails, didn't they? Also on their ears? What? On their legs?
Hands.
Okie dokie, so time to add. I gotta add some new stuff here. 3 or 7 for lemon. I'm gonna put a crazy symbol. Put a diamond. Yeah. Now I need another one. I need a lighter yellow. Light lemon sounds pretty good. So do this crazy X. This one is going to be a good bit out. But I think this is a good starting point at least. these closer together because they're going to be put close enough together where they're kind of in the same thing. Move this whole thing to the center. Look at that, look at that. Again, it might require some more tweaking and all that, but that's at least a start. Because then this project's not going to be finished anytime soon because I've got the other projects I want to work on. But at least I got that part of it completed. So let's see. Luckily, this thing auto-saves, so I can go to Open and go to Triple Triad Center. I had to write 413 on there because that's what color I'm actually doing that one in. So I could remind myself. Symbol. There's a diamond or something. A closed diamond. Oh, I'll just do that. Oh, I don't like that symbol at all. We'll do a B. How about that? Or magnificent? I don't know. See, this is the pattern I was talking about, how I have it kind of like the different pieces of it I have put together on like where it's not like a real pattern. It's just pieces of a pattern and I put them on the sheet, which I actually messed up a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. So what I'm trying to figure out here is I want it to say Triple Triad. The font from the game, it's hard to suss it out to just copy it because of the way that it does with like shading and stuff. But I did find a font that I like. The downside of the font is it doesn't have lowercase. I mean, not really, not in the way that I like. Let's see. Give me just a second. All right, let me go through here. Like I at least found an alphabet that's very similar. It only has uppercase. So let's try this. Yeah, again, the problem with doing anything from a sprite from the PlayStation is the sprites are all absolutely enormous because of the high resolution. So let's see. Again, I actually have a lot that I want to add to this. Oh man. These two we're gonna skip to. Go like that. how long is this? Jeez. Okay, so that is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then there's 1, 2, 4, and 2 more. 3, 4. There we go. That's the T. Oh, it's probably going to end up being absolutely enormous. Still. How's it spaced? Hmm. Oh, see, that's what gets me. Because see, just these 2 letters alone take up all this space. There's no way it can say triple triad in one go. The T's fine. The T looks great. The T is close enough. Oh, dang, I'm not really sure. I have to go back to the drawing board on that one. I like the T, though. The T does good. Wait, hold on. Where's my TT stitches? TT stitch. That's what I have it titled as a folder on my desktop. Like I don't necessarily want to do all the accoutrements. I keep saying accoutrements. I don't want to necessarily do all of those, but I don't know. Oh, my neck's already starting to hurt from this. Oh well, I got a lot accomplished. Either way, if you guys dropped by, thanks for dropping by. I just definitely wanted to get a little bit more cross stitching in. So what I'll probably do is I'll do another stream where I continue on working on these patterns, or maybe even start stitching, depending on me getting my setup in a more reasonable, have a better setup or something to make it a lot easier, but to make it a lot easier for myself, you know. Anyway, thank you guys. You have a good one.